Hello and welcome to this very special interview. Joining me today is one of India's sharpest personal finance minds, Feroze Azeez, who's the Deputy CEO at Anand Rathi Wealth Management. Someone you've been following, all of you, for a very long time. And it's wonderful, Feroze, to have you here on the Money Mile. Lots of questions to ask you in these difficult times, but let's get first straight up to one thing, Feroze, that the pandemic and the sharp market fall that we saw back when it all started brought to the fore was the importance of asset allocation. You've been talking about it for a very long time, how important it is, and I think people who had allocated their investments properly in debt, in equity, bit and gold, probably didn't feel the hurt as much as those who had only put it in equity when the sharp fall happened. Do you believe that this is a good time to again reiterate the importance of asset allocation?
Yes, I think, Vivek, it's definitely a very good time to reinforce the building blocks of your strategy. If you're building a strategy, that's the needs, like you call in Hindi. It's the bunyad, like you call in Urdu. You get your foundation right, then half the battle is won. So it's very wise to reiterate that asset allocation is critical. But it's also important to reiterate, how do you do your asset allocation? I, as an individual, have met several people and realized that the concept is not understood to its best, like an academician would define it. Asset allocation is only possible if you list down every asset you have. You can't take your liquid portion and do an asset allocation on it and say, I've done my asset allocation. When 80% of your money is in two homes, which are investment homes, not the ones which you live in, and you're doing asset allocation on 20% of your money, ignoring the 80 and believing that I'm doing asset allocation is worse than not doing it itself. So this is what I think advisors, in fact, have to handhold investors to first define the entire asset basket, which I think quite a few people miss. I've met several HNIs who don't add their PPF or an EPF in their asset allocation. Why? It's your money. It's only the need of investment. Then why shouldn't it be a part? Why should your home in a Lonavala not be a part which you're not going to consume? Part of your asset allocation. Out of sight, out of mind. So if you don't have all your assets in your balance sheet written down, management principles will never be applied on it. And you will always go with emotion rather than mathematics. If you have not identified your point A, you will never be able to go to a desired point B. So identifying point A and then applying management principles, in which asset allocation is a very critical component, are the three chronological things you will have to do to learn from this pandemic and progress rather than go back.
Been a pleasure talking to you, Feroze. Thank you very much and wish you all the very best. These are difficult times. You're doing a lot of good, hard work, advising and hand-holding your customers. So wish you all the very best. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you, Vivek. Bye.